I want the Vegas Golden Knights to win just because, I like Bruce Cassidy. I still think it was a mistake to get rid of him, and we'll get to that later. But I'd like to see him win the Stanley Cup after getting so close in 2019. But other than that, I'm not, you don't bet with your heart. You bet with your gut, and you bet with your brain. And those two things right now are saying the Panthers are just going to mow over this Vegas team.
Is it not fair to say, too, Murph, that the National Hockey League needs to get on its hands and knees and kiss the ass of the Florida Panthers and that franchise right now?
Batman
Because
should love it.
while so many people, and again, I've said this many times, outside of South Florida and a small loyal fan base that they have, most of the National Hockey League and the rest of the hockey world in America and around the world, they don't care about the Panthers. They really want them to lose. They'll go with Vegas because it's the flashy Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah.
But with what the Panthers have done and the amazing story they have put together this season, this is a big story. This is a great sports story. The National Hockey League has been floundering around for years, back and forth every now and then, looking for great stories. Guys, it's not coming from Canada, okay? It's just Canadian teams aren't there anymore. It's only the Maple Leafs are close, and they're going to break their hearts all the time. This is an American sport now, more than a Canadian sport, with the players and the franchises and the teams that are here. And this is the best thing that could happen to the National Hockey League, is for Vegas and Florida to be there, but for the Panthers to win it. Murph sells tickets, man. I mean, come on, they're showing up in Sunrise these days.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ed. Look, and you look at it right now with what's happening with the Arizona Coyotes and that shitstorm over there. Bettman is just refusing. He's going to probably go to his grave before he lets this team move, even though they've now flat out said, we don't want you here. But with that story going on, you make a great point. I mean, the Panthers are the story he needs right now. Okay, well, maybe that's not working, but we worked in another market. Look at what we're doing down in this southern market right now. So, yes, I'm with you. The NHL needs to really get this out there more in the next few days leading into the Stanley Cup Finals to hype the series up and show what a great story the Florida Panthers are, both on the ice and off it.
People don't realize this if they're not in Florida, but the Tampa Bay Lightning have one of the most enviable franchises in professional sports right now. Not just hockey, but in sports. They've got a magnificent arena, great place to play, great ownership, franchise management that cares, players there that have bought into the system from top to bottom, an excellent coaching staff, and they got fans, Murph. I mean, this is one of those places now where when the game is being played in Tampa, you got people out on the concourse. They can't get a ticket, but they'll come just to be there and be part of it. It is a huge success. Now, having said that, I don't know if that's going to relate to South Florida because I've lived here too long, and I can tell you that these are the flukiest fans I've ever been around. I love the fact that hockey's taken off and the fans are buying into it and they're showing up, but now I want to see it be real and extend over months and years. And another part of it is, Murph, I'm a fan guy. I'm always standing up for the fans. You give people a franchise worth spending their money and their emotion on, I don't give a shit about all this talk about bandwagon. Everybody's bandwagon these days unless you've lived in it for 50 years. Make it worth my money.